Howdy y'all, today is October 26th and it is a pig day on the farm. I wish I could take credit for that joke, but my dad was the one that actually came up with that. So we're here at the farm to pick up the pigs today. So I don't know where the farmer is at the moment. We're kind of waiting around. I see a bunch of baby pigs in front of us though, so we'll just wait to hear from him and then we'll load them up. They're so cute and they're being so good. They fell asleep on the ride and they're all curled up in there. They look super cute. All right, y'all, we got some water, got some food. I threw a bale in there for them to have fun with. Let's add the pigs. So the pigs are pretty calm. They've been walking around, eating, drinking. It's a little breezy, so they kind of just want to be in there. So I put their food and water in there. When they were walking around, one of them did push out here, which was fine. They moseyed around the larger area, and then they are not electric fence trained. So they went and touched that little fence here I had. Yeah, they went right through it. That was the little aluminum fence right there. So we just kind of let them walk around for a little bit and then we corralled them back in. So it's going to take a little bit of work on my end and their end to get used to it. We don't have the fence grounded in any way. It's just hooked up. So there's a nice pulse on it. But once again, these guys aren't quite trained yet. So it'll take some time. Well, I was not planning on heating the pig hut in anyway, but I do have one pig that is smaller, probably was a runt, I don't know, or just a little younger, but he's just in there shivering, so I am gonna go ahead and put a heat lamp on him. The pigs have been super mellow, super calm. They're just in there sleeping right now. They're not really interested in doing anything else, so I'm just gonna let them do their thing. But it would be nice for them to come on out again at some point, so I'm sure they'll be up, but it's quite a lot they've been through, so I'm gonna go and let them sleep. The ground is terribly dry, and I once again am struggling to get these posts in, so I've got a hammer. Gonna go pound in each one individually and get this net up. The chickens actually will be running up into the garden, so they will enjoy that for sure. Pigs are up again, been watching them for a little while. That little enclosure we made doesn't do too terribly much. We did have them get out, and we have one ground rod in there now, so the fence is doing much better. And the little white pig touched it and got a nice little zap, and yeah, little squeal, stayed in the pen, so that's good. I just need all of them to get zapped 1 or 2 times. That'll make me feel a lot better about just letting them roam. Pigs have been going in and out on their own pretty good now. I think all of them have hit the line once at this point, which is nice, except that tiny black one. I think that one probably was a runt. I don't think that one's doing so hot. I've had the pigs for 5 hours at this point. I mean, he's always off by himself. He's the one closest to me. He's at least stopped shivering, but he's just not moving much or doing much. So, might be a dud. I don't know. Poor little guy. So, I wrote to farmer just in case anything happened, just to document, like, hey, this pig isn't acting right. So hopefully he'll be alright, but we'll see by morning. I am going to go ahead and pin him in, though, for the night, just so I can sleep easy. And then tomorrow morning I'll let him out, watch them all day, make sure they're still getting line trained good and no one's running through the line. So far so good today, but I just want to make sure that that's reinforced and the fence is working as it is. We did drive 3 ground rods in, which really helped out that fence, so it's delivering a good shock now and all's good. It feels really nice and toasty in there. I was keeping my hands in there just to keep them warm for a little bit. I've got to, what did I have to do? I've got to get the charger on the chicken's fence out there because I did move the net. And then I think everything's done on the farm for the day. Getting a little hard to see, but I currently have the charger just on the pole out there. I have an extension cord and then grounding wire through there. I will eventually trench this in. I have plans to put something right here in the middle, so I kind of wanted to get that figured out, but in the next week it'd be nice to probably get that done, a couple weeks. But there's one grounding rod there. Got another one here. We're running some water on them. Then got a third one over here. Good morning, y'all. Today is October 27th. First thing I'm gonna do is check and make sure this fence is still putting out. I'm pretty sure it's putting out. I heard it clicking over here. Yeah, it's clicking. So, I need new batteries for this thing too. But anyways, let's go ahead and let the pigs out. I slept really easy last night, knowing that they were in and not going anywhere. Let's hope that one little black pig's looking better today. And we'll keep getting these pigs trained on the fence a little more. And then after today, probably just keep them out. I probably won't close them in there tomorrow. We'll see how it goes. Good morning, piggies. You guys gonna wake up? There's one looking at me, but the others aren't really doing anything. I'll go ahead and open this up though for them. Well, the good news is the little black pig there is up eating, drinking, but his eyes are pretty squinty. He's keeping his right eye pretty much closed at this point. So he's still got something going on with him, but he's acting a lot better today than he was yesterday. The others are just out doing their thing. Pigs are pretty tiny, and just as an extra precaution, putting out some chicken wire on the gates because they could fit through there, especially that little tiny one. But I am going to leave them out from here on out. I'm not going to close them up in the little pig hut, and they can just do their thing. The fence seems to be working. We have one pig that keeps getting shocked. I think he's been shocked 3 or 4 times and still doesn't have it figured out. And then the little black one hasn't gotten on the fence yet, but I think the other 2 have at this point, so they're figuring it out. And as a little extra visual for them, did pound in these T-posts. They're not doing anything. Also laid some 2x4s down. That way they might stop and think for a second and then see the lines. And so far it's been working out all right. They haven't really been testing it, which is also a good thing. But they're pretty mellow pigs. It's about time to do chores, so I'll get them some more food, clean their water bowl out, and work on chickens. Howdy y'all, today is October 28th. I was holding my breath a little bit, make sure I have all the pigs in here. It's their second night on the farm. First night I closed them in, and last night I just let them do their thing, and I see 3. I'm sure the last one's in there. So I'm gonna get the chickens done first, and then we'll get the pigs done. The chicks are getting big. They're using the roost more, and they're just filling up this coop even more. They like hanging out in the nesting boxes, staying warm up there. I still have 3 heat lamps on them, but every day they're eating more food. They're just about out now every day versus having nearly 2 full containers. And same goes with water. They don't have much left by the time I get to it. So probably time to get a bigger water in here, maybe another feeder as well. I have almost 100 chicks in here, which is crazy to think because it doesn't look like that many when you're just kind of looking around, but I think it's 94 or 96, somewhere in there. So this coop can only hold about 50 comfortably. So I will have to move some of these birds into another coop once they get a little bigger, but they're still plenty small enough now that it's not an issue. But I do need to get some more feeders and waters in here so that way they're all comfortable and never running out of anything. They're getting so big. So many feathers in all the coops. There's that one. This one I just moved. You can't see because the lighting too well, but there's a lot of chickens molting right now. Man, when chickens are molting, they look so ready. Look at that one. Oh my goodness. Lots of feathers in this coop too. So when chickens molt, they generally molt on their 2nd year, not their 1st year, because they're just growing up, got nice feathers, but 2nd year going into winter, they'll shed all their older feathers, grow in some nice new feathers to stay warm for the winter time. So that's what a lot of them are going through now. You can tell she's about to start. She's kind of patchy. So egg production is definitely slowed down. And it is always so nice having the chickens so close to the barn. Water's right here. Food's easy to carry out. So nice. It doesn't look like they were too interested in the peppers I threw out. Calling this one Tiny Tim right now, that tiny one. Looks like he's eating a tomato. So they're slowly getting used to other food, which is nice. They're still young, so they'll have plenty of food to try over time. I did throw an egg out here. It had a small little crack in it when I grabbed them today, so put that out here, see what they think of that. But So far so good. When I came out, they were running around and playing. So you can tell they're a lot more comfortable just with their surroundings now, which makes me feel good. I will say these pigs are really nice and friendly. Little guy's taking advantage of the food at the moment, which is great. I cracked a bag of these chocolate cherries. I'm sitting out here snacking on them, just sitting in the feed trough. It's actually a pretty comfortable chair, believe it or not. And as soon as I cracked that bag open, these three ran over here and they were all excited. And they started chewing on my shoes and untying them and trying to bite my water bottle and get to the food. So they were very friendly. They were very nearly all up in my lap. So I like having friendly pigs. That's always nice. Sometimes friendly farm animals make it more difficult though, especially if you're trying to move them somewhere. Cows especially are very stubborn that way, but hopefully pigs won't be too terrible. Right, Domino? A few of them do have names. I don't know if I've told you guys, but this one's Domino here. You can tell him because he's got some spots on that side. Also, that's the dominant guy right there. He'll plow anybody over. This little pink one here is Winnie. And I had a friend out, or a few friends out yesterday to come see the new little pigs, and they started calling that tiny one Tiny Tim, so that's what we'll go with for now. Not going to be tiny for long, so we'll call him Big Tim here in a couple months. So the only one that doesn't have a name right now is the one striping the feeder there. It's female, so I have 2 males, 2 females. So if anyone has any name ideas, shout them out. By the time this video is posted, she might already have a name though. So anyways, they're doing good. Robin's feeling so good. This little guy just laid down when he joined him. Spoiled already. Good morning, y'all. Today is October 29th. Rented a trencher, gonna dig some lines. The first line we'll dig will be the main line for the fence coming off the barn here and then going out to this first post. I also want to put in an outlet as well. And then we're also going to dig another line out to the pig pen there and put in an outlet as well. So get those done. And we are going down 24 inches or 2 feet just so everything's up to code on the electrical side of things. So that's why I had to get a bigger trencher just to make sure everything's getting down nice and deep. So far it looks like it's working pretty good, so let's check it out. So far so good with the trencher. Honestly, I was looking at hand digging all this stuff, but my dad talked me out of it. I'm glad he did. The trencher is a lot faster, a lot easier. A little bit of slow going, but we're not hitting rocks or roots or anything like that, which is nice. So just taking a little time to get it back. We'll probably get this one done in 15-20 minutes, at least the digging part, and then we'll move back and do the next one. These chickens were a little too excited about scratching through all that dirt. I was shoveling it out and they're just pushing it right back in. So I put them up for a little while until at least that line's finished. The first trench is dug. The next one we're gonna do is out to this post right here. That way I can plug in a heat lamp easier if need be for them. This is a super long extension cord going up to the barn, so it'll make that easier. Also, once the freezing temps come, I can pop in something to keep the water from freezing. So there could be a couple things plugged in out here that'd be handy. So it's just convenient to do that. Since we have a trencher and all the materials, might as well. Kind of a bummer, we put this chicken coop right here, but we also don't feel like picking it up and moving it. So we're just gonna curve out and around and get out that way. Close to done on this one. So far out and around the chicken coops. My dad just turned it around. He's starting at the post and working backwards and gonna connect it. So I'm gonna move a little bit of dirt out of the way. We've got the lines in the ground, and now we're starting to put just a little bit of dirt back on top. We're gonna go ahead and put some of this on as well, so that way we see that in plenty of time. So we're leaving a gap there, but it's buried. So that's where we'll lay this in, finish filling it in, and the lines are done. There may be a few squabbles through the fence here since the chickens are up so close now. Let's hope they're good though. It's slow going, but just about got it buried. After that, just one more whole one to do. Halloween, y'all. Today is October 31st. I've already done chores. It's kind of a dreary day. We got some nice rain showers that moved through earlier, so that's been really nice. Not much going on today. I'm gonna go ahead and carve a pumpkin for the pigs and see what they think of it. They've never seen a pumpkin before, so I think they'll like it. You guys done with your pumpkin already? Just wiping your nose on me now, aren't you? Oh, y'all. Winnie's really enjoying that pumpkin now. She's the first one to really get on it pretty hard. With all this rain, the pigs are loving the mud right now. Of course, they gotta fight over the one tiny little spot. Little guy here is doing good. He was not too terribly interested in the pumpkin, but he tried to take a little bite. You were interested, weren't you? No, don't bite my pants. But they're doing good out here. Winnie is really close to that line. Surprised she didn't get zapped. They're doing better with it. They're definitely not line trained yet. They're still getting some zaps pretty frequently, but for the most part, they have plenty of room to roam around, so they don't really test their boundaries too often. It's more if they just start rooting around. This is the soft spot where we dug the post and threw the loose dirt in, so they like playing in that. But I thought they'd be more interested in that pumpkin for a little longer. Should probably cut it up. That might help them out a bit. My little guy. He's taking advantage of the food right now while the other chunks are over here. Don't blame him. He's been getting his fair share though. I've been watching and making sure. Got Winnie going back for that pumpkin. It's cute watching him. If anyone watching has extra pumpkins laying around, you know a farmer, all the farm animals really like pumpkins. Chickens, pigs, cows. If any friends or family have pumpkins left over, I'd gladly take them. These are nice treats for them. They enjoy them. And the pumpkin seeds are actually a natural dewormer for them as well. Also a good thing. And it's just good entertainment. I enjoy just sitting here watching them. Howdy y'all, today is November 1st. Can't believe October is already over with. It went by so quick. Right now I'm working on chores. I do want to see what the pigs did with their pumpkin. I see it still rolling around out there, but I bet they ate a pretty good chunk of it. Also, I just had some folks stop by and they dropped off some pig food, which is super cool. So they actually ordered this online because I don't have any organic pig food in my Tractor Supply or anywhere around me besides the feed mill. So this is super nice. I'm actually going to start feeding this today because I have been feeding them chick food up until this point. So I'm going to use this today and just use up the bag. I'm only feeding them about 4 pounds a day, so a 50-pound bag is definitely going to last me a little while. Well, they definitely have fun with it. There's no more face on it, but I thought it'd be all gone. So I dumped them some food. They're not too interested in coming out just yet. Winnie might be coming out. Filling up their water real quick. Oh, now they're all coming out. Hi, piggies. Coming for some water. Little guy's looking good. So you can see that Ancona chick there. She's got her feet kind of curled up, or her toes really. So that can be a few things. I'm going with vitamin deficiency, specifically B12. So I crushed up an egg earlier, fed it to them, and they ate that up really quick. It's already gone. So she didn't really get any of it. That wasn't very helpful, but the others at least enjoyed it. And it just so happens the friends that came by and dropped off the pig food also brought a bag of other goodies, and in that bag was this, which just so happens to be a B12, that a liquid that I can mix in with their water. So then I don't have to worry about if she's gonna get it or not. So thank you so much. That was really timely. I'm gonna go ahead and redo the waters in here and put this in. Waters are redone, so that makes me feel really good that that chick is going to be getting some B12. I mean, that's a variety of things it could be. It might not be a vitamin deficiency. It could be something else, genetic. So This is the best chance this chick has at returning to or having a normal life. So fingers crossed. Generally, I don't have much luck once I see something like this happening of them ever, recuperating to a normal chicken or anything, but maybe we'll get lucky here. Earlier today, I also stopped by a friend's place and picked up some old polylines, reels, standards, and some more line there. This went through a tornado, so everything's a bit messed up. I'll probably need to re-spool that one. But this was super great to have. This actually came from the farmer that I used to work with who tragically passed away in a auto accident a few years back. And actually one of my poultry nets was one of his that I'm using. So this is just some more of the supplies. So I'm still in touch with the family. It's great catching up and spending time with them. So this is nice to have. It'll work for the pigs really well. I don't need anything long, so I'm not working cows at the moment. Just some short runs will be fine, but the standards will be pretty handy to have. And no, I still have not gotten the straw out of my car. One of these days. Hi, little piggies. You guys are crazy. They're in a mood. They're all out here just running and spazzing. You guys having fun? Huh? You having fun? You guys still too keyed up to get pet. Look in here and see how they're doing on bedding. Still nice and good. Still good over there. I think they're using that over there more like a bathroom, which is unfortunate because I didn't want them going in here. But it is what it is. I threw some straw over there in hopes that maybe they wouldn't, but it looks like they might still be doing it. It really doesn't smell bad in here though, so maybe they quit, but it looks like they're good on straw.